Hello everyone, my name is Jonas. I am from Lithuania and I moved into Barcelona, I think so, 2018 mid-October, so soon it's gonna be 5 years for me. During the period of staying in Barcelona, I faced many issues here, like daily life problems that you have to fix and sort out by yourself. So I'm gonna share a few things with you, how I went around those problems and how you can solve it in an easier way. So maybe the first issue that I had to face that was the housing situation. It's pretty difficult to find a proper room or a flat in Barcelona, knowing that the prices are really high, demand is huge, and the people who rent it out, they're pretty picky, so you kind of need to be prepared to fail a few times to get a flat, even though you have money and you like it, because maybe the people in there will gonna decide something else. But the solution for it would be just be patient and try to use websites like Idealista or Facebook pages and groups where they offer housing for it. But at the same, you have to be aware that there is a lot of scams, and if you see an amazing looking flat or a room for a very low price, that's probably a scam. So that's one thing that you have to be aware, and it just takes some time to get it done. The second thing I would say is once you get a flat or a room, the another thing you need to do is to get empadronamiento, if I'm saying it correctly. So you need to register yourself in a city hall. You can get an appointment which is called cita. It's pretty simple. It's manageable, but the tricky thing is if you don't have your name on a contract, that could be an issue. So you need to ask your landlord or someone who has the contract go with you to help to get a empadronamiento, just to prove that you're living there. So the third thing I would like to mention is the driving license, because I had to change them. Usually you don't have to do that, but in my situation I had to change because my one expired. So because I was living more than a half year in Spain, I was obliged to make it here. And I didn't went through all paperwork by myself. I got a company where they fix all the papers basically. So you just pay a little bit of money, around 100 euros, and they fix all paperwork and they get your appointment for a driving license change, which helps a lot to save the time if you don't speak Spanish. So I would highly suggest to check it. So another thing worth mentioning, if you will decide to buy a car or motorcycle, you're gonna have to go through a few simple difficulties, but it's relatively easy to solve. Because I own a car and a motorcycle, I was able to participate in all this process basically. But I took a shortcut because when I purchased motorcycle, I bought it from a shop. So all the paperwork was managed by them. I just needed to pay for a license plate and technical examination. Another thing worth mentioning would be fixing stuff with banks. For some reason, they work till 2 p.m. So if you need to do something, just try to be as early as possible. Don't forget to bring all your documents, and it will kind of save your time. But yeah, without Spanish bank, you won't be able to get, let's say, phone service provider, internet provider, basically job as well, because you need to provide a Spanish account. So just bear in mind before you move to Barcelona or you're in Barcelona, try to get your NIE sorted out and then a bank account, which is a bit of a hassle. It takes a little bit of time, but eventually everything is possible to fix. So I hope this information was useful. Well, have a good one then, and cheers.